Color Finale 2, we've added or improved over 100 features. Color Finale 2 is using the new Metal 2 base rendering engine, featuring up to 4 times faster rendering time compared to our previous OpenCL based rendering present in earlier versions of Color Finale. Color Finale 2 features a new user interface, placing primary color correction controls into the inspector panel for quick access and streamlined color grading. Here's a quick overview of the new features. Let's first look at color management. By default, Color Finale 2 uses color management settings inherited from the Final Cut Pro X project. All SDR or HDR projects are supported. We offer ACES color space with support for IDTs from several camera vendors such as Sony, Panasonic and Canon to simplify matching content shot on different cameras. ACES implementation has been rewritten in Color Finale 2 for speed and quality. There are times when the camera color space is unknown and working in log space isn't attractive to some users. To address this, we've implemented an easy log conversion, which allows users to quickly convert the pale, low contrast log image into a more natural looking image using the new Assume log control combined with the new contrast and exposure controls. If the user has a camera LUT, this can be added with the input LUT tools. Primary color grading. Basic grading tools such as exposure and white balance have been redesigned to emulate camera controls, allowing users to balance out shots quickly. We've created a new contrast tool with a film-like contrast curve and adjustable pivot point. White balance now has 3 modes: auto, pick, and full manual. We also have added saturation control into the inspector, because when the image contrast is changed, for example when using the Assume log function, balancing the saturation becomes really important. We now offer a new sharpness tool based on modern image processing algorithms. The sharpness tool enhances details but without adding unnecessary contrast or boosting edge detail. The primary color correction settings created for one shot can be copied and pasted to similar shots for speed. Users can choose which copy parameters to paste using the advanced paste feature. Let's look at image analysis. Extending the concept of emulating camera controls for primary color correction, we now offer a false color display tool, typically found in some cameras or on-set monitors. With the false color tool, users can easily judge exposure and see which areas of the image are properly exposed or clipped. It's often hard to determine the area of an image that relates to the levels or colors shown on a waveform or vector scope display. To address this, Color Finale 2 has an isolate video tool, allowing users to select a specific part of an image, for example face or clipped lines, and to view them on the waveform or vector scope display only. Color charts. In Color Finale 2, we are adding support for the popular large color checker video chart from X-Rite. We have also reworked the color matching algorithm we use with the color checker video chart to take into account mixed lighting on the shot. This avoids unnecessary clipping when using these charts. Also, color chart data can be stored and reused later. Let's look at grain. We've added a new film grain synthesizer which is designed to work with high frame rate clips, where traditional approaches simply don't work because the grain particles at high speed playback are simply smoothed out by the brain. Grain presets can be stored for reuse later. Layers. The Color Finale 2 Layers pane has been rewritten, allowing users to resize controls for better visibility and more precise control on large displays. We've added split tone shadows for automated grading, and the color picker has been improved for HDR projects. In RGB curves, we've added a color picker to be able to add points on the curve by sampling the graded image. Also, we've added 2 more processing modes, Luma Preserving and RGB plus Luma Curves. In HSL curves, we've added a color picker and a new interpolation curve. Users can pick a color on the image and the system automatically selects the color or luminance range to adjust based on that selection. The LUT Gallery and Presets display has now been moved to the Layers panel. The user can now see how the current frame will look when various LUTs are applied to that frame, or they can select a default image to evaluate LUTs instead. We've also added a new LUT tracking system, which will find any LUTs on your computer and automatically manage them. If you're looking for a specific LUT in your system, you can also simply type in any known keyword, and Color Finale 2 will find them. In the Layers panel, Color Finale 2 now offers the ability to group layers, as well as add layer transfer modes for creating interesting visual styles. In Color Finale 2, every layer or layer group can now have a shape mask. Users can choose from various types of freeform splines and edge tools to easily create visual styles or looks. Mask shapes can be combined together using add, subtract, and intersect controls. We've also added a mask area tracker, where the mask automatically follows an enclosed object in the shot. We've added various workflow enhancements to Color Finale 2. Color correction settings can now be exported as a LUT to be used in any other system. Also, users can now check what custom LUTs have been used in a project, making archiving and sharing a project between computers much simpler. We've also enabled a read-only version of Color Finale 2, so you are no longer limited to working with clients who have a copy of Color Finale. Now, any client you work with can download a special free copy of Color Finale 2 to view your Color Finale 2 grading on their project, just without the ability to modify the settings. Color Finale 2 is the start of a new chapter of advanced image color correction tools, with even more amazing tools already in development.